Special welcome to those of you watching on onespotmedia.com. A reminder as well that you can download our One Spot Media app from the Google Play Store or the App Store. That's the number 1 followed by the word Spot Media. A media briefing is to get underway shortly at Jamaica House, where Prime Minister Andrew Holness is expected to make an announcement in relation to the Joint Security Forces operation now on in sections of St. James. A strong security presence swooped down on the parish this morning and has been conducting spot checks in several communities. The Prime Minister called the press briefing shortly after. Our reporter Andrea Chisholm is at the office of the Prime Minister and will join us a little later to provide an update. And for more on the situation in Montego Bay, we are joined by our reporter Kirk Wright. Kirk, what's the latest there?
Good. Thank you very much. And we are in Montego Bay, and I can tell you that many residents in several of the more volatile communities woke up this morning to see the presence of police and soldiers saturated their community. So far, we've seen them at their base here at the Jamaica Defense Force, and we've seen them in the communities too, carrying out searches of public and private transportation. We did speak to some of the residents in Flanker who welcome the presence of the police, and more so because of what's happening in that community. Their response, them being here, is in response to the rising crime in St. James, and we're also expecting the Prime Minister to announce in very short order. In fact, a press conference should be on its way now, where the Prime Minister will be making some serious announcement as it relates to helping to curtail the crime here in St. James.
The ground in St. James. And our reporter Lana Gay Franklin, she visited a number of communities where members of the security forces have been deployed, and she filed this report.
No stones unturned. From the old to the young, private and public passenger vehicles were stopped and searched. Maintaining a strong police military presence, communities of Rose Heights, Farm Heights, and even the city of Montego Bay. Persons were asked to disembark their vehicles while the searches were conducted. Even the media were not spared. We got a first-hand experience while traveling through Albion into the troubled community of Salt Spring. Hundreds of commuters, including school children, were also left stranded as most taxis kept out of sight. Some proceeded to make their way on foot. It's not business as usual for the parish of St. James. Lana Gay Franklin, TVJ News.
Thank you, Lana Gay Franklin there. And faced with a sharp increase in murder